thought this was a relieving game going in, and caught a few breaks and what have you, and our guys just did a good job. So happy to get out with the victory, and it was probably our best performance this season.
You opened it up with the opening kickoff.
Yeah, it just last couple of games we've moved the ball initially, and they've been productive, but we haven't done a good job after that. So it was good to see us keep pushing forward after we got that first series in.
Coach, how would you rate Jake's performance? He seemed to be in control of the offense the whole time.
Yeah, I thought he was right on top of his game, and he made some really nice throws out there, made some nice checks for us, really had a good feel for what they were doing, and I won't say flawless, but it looked like he played pretty well out there.
How satisfying is it whenever the game plan kind of comes to just like it did today?
Yeah, I wish it happened more often, and it's been a while since it really looked that way, but that's the biggest thing that happened today. We played good team football. Three areas of play really complemented each other. We had a couple of things we were going to correct and get straightened out, but for the most part I thought we played good complementary football, which was important for us.
When you win a game like this and it's kind of so lopsided, how much do you really learn about a team?
Well, I don't know how to put it, but you never know where it's going to go, and games like this don't happen a lot, not too often. We had some unusual plays that the lead got built right away. But you learn about your team no matter what the situation is. I think good, bad, or indifferent. And I thought today we retained our focus and kept thinking about the right things in the second half. So that was good to see.
So much talk about the running game this year, Kirk, and today's the day it broke loose.
Yeah, it looked better certainly, and we're going to continue to work on it. If we're going to be any good, we have to run the ball effectively. And Mark gave us good juice there, especially in that first half, and then we were able to get him out in the second half, which was a good thing, and get Akram some carries. He hasn't really played very much, as you know, so it was a good benefit too. But we're going to need everybody, and today's a good example. We had a couple guys that couldn't dress, couldn't play, and it was good to get Akram up and running.
You were very frank about your team's effort 2 weeks ago at Maryland. How does it make you feel as a coach to see them respond in the bye week and come back and play well?
Yeah, I don't know if it was so much effort as it was, which is part of effort, but your focus and your concentration. And to me, the story of the Maryland game, our guys were trying hard, but they were missing tackles. You got to use technique. Effort's one thing. Everything starts with effort, but if you don't play with good technique, you're not going to be successful playing against conference teams. So the missed tackles, some of the angles we took to the ball, are going to get you beat consistently, and then not protecting the football is going to get you beat every time, and throw some major penalties in there on top of it. So, if we think we're going to win games in our league, doing that stuff, it doesn't work. So at least today we made some real improvement there, and it's going to be critical for us going down the stretch here too.
The offensive line seemed really solidified with Austin moving to left guard, and then the play of Macon Pleva. I mean, it seemed like they were dominating at the point of attack on almost every running play.
It's a little thing, but a big thing. We really thought we had good depth and two outstanding fullbacks with Macon and Adam, and that hasn't worked out so far. But to get Macon back, he's a veteran player. What he's doing now is what we had envisioned. And I guess what I'm trying to say is it's kind of where John Kenny, Macon a year ago is where John Kenny is now. So, that experience really helps. So it's a little thing, but it's good to get him back. And John's done a good job. And Jack Gilson also jumped in the last 2 weeks in his work too. So he did a good job as well. But every little thing counts. And the run game's all about detail, and it's all about execution. So it was good. I think we took a step forward here.
What does Austin bring you at left guard, and with Tommy at center? Is that your best lineup right now?
Yeah, it's just Tommy's not we don't see him playing guard for us. Not just he's better at center. So it kind of starts. He's one of in our opinion, he's playing as consistently as anybody we've got. So put him in his best spot. Austin has played guard, played a lot of guard. So flexibility there, and then Sean and Jordan are both playing too. So. If anything, we're going to gain a little depth out of Jordan's injury from a couple of weeks ago. At least we've come out with some depth. Tommy's done a great job.
On the defensive side of the ball, you had 5 sacks today. You had the ownership of the line.
Big story of the game to me was both lines. I thought they did a good job, and certainly the defensive line came up with some critical stops there and pushing the pocket back there and causing pressure. So that's a good thing. And Louis been doing a great job all along. Gerard gives us some juice, Nate and Carl. So it's and Mike Hardy as well.
You stuck with Jake publicly when maybe someone who doesn't really matter, they want the flavor of the day, they want maybe CJ more. Does it give you special satisfaction to see him perform so well? Do you almost want to say, I told you so? Just
No, I'm happy anytime any of our players play well, and I'm confident if CJ's in there, he'll play well too. He's a good football player, and so we just we try to, as coaches, try to evaluate things as smartly as we can. We're gonna be 100% right, and then we try to do what's best for our football team. And it's not like we like both those guys, so it's just but it's really hard to go back and forth at that position.
Well, I know you haven't seen it, but the touchdown throw to Taylor Smith that Kirk made was a thing of beauty, and it showed arm strength and accuracy. And I mean, that's what you
I
want.
thought he had several really good throws today, a couple of them on those third downs too, where he zipped it in there, and kudos to our receivers too. Doing a good job bringing it in. Looked a little bit more like a passing game there.
Was there a point in the bye week that maybe you saw the light come on with this team?
No, absolutely not. I can't pinpoint what a turning point. In fact, our first bye week was really good. I mean, we were humming out there and probably practicing well, and quite frankly, I think all of us were probably moping a little bit a week ago, and that's okay too. It's probably good for all of us. So, but Sunday we turned our sights towards the next game. And sometimes it's good to stew on things for a little bit, so it's healthy too.
Was Ben Neiman's block punt? Was that just him being in the right, kind of like Adrian Claiborne 5 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it wasn't a punt block, but we had gotten some pressure, and we try to get a couple guys in there just to make sure we keep them honest. And he just made a great effort on us. We were close, I think, the punt before that or one before that, but just a good effort for him. Good to see a young guy like that make a nice play.
Could you talk a little bit more about Wadley?
Yeah, Akram's a guy that was probably under-recruited. We got here. He's undersized, obviously. He's a little bit thin right now. But I think, last year, I guess where I'm going on that, last year, he didn't make a huge jump like a lot of guys in their first year. They really don't know the tempo. They don't know what's required of them. But, since he's gotten back up and running here a little bit, he's doing a better job. I think he understands now. And so the big thing for him, there are a lot of things he can improve on, starting with ball security. That's the danger of a new guy out there, just like JP a couple of weeks ago. But he'll improve. We'll just keep working with that on, with him on that in practice. But he's a guy that really loves football. That's been pretty clear since he's been here. He really has a good football mentality. He's got good vision. He's a tough-minded guy too. So, it was good to get him up and running here a little bit. It was good to see.
Speaking of tough-minded guys, Louis Trinka-Passat just keeps coming. He doesn't shirk or anything, no matter what happens.
Yeah, we played against a guy in that 05 Capital One Bowl, and a guy named Williams from LSU. They had one guy on our right side that was just a total pain. And the Williams guy was just a hard-charging, tough guy. That guy's still playing for Buffalo. He's a hell of a player. That's kind of when I come and think about guys outside of our program. I think of that when I think about Louis. Louis doesn't get a lot of note, doesn't get a lot of attention, but I'm guessing most opposing coaches know who he is, and just you got to respect. And the neat thing about it, a couple years ago, 2012, he was getting his brains beat in basically. He was just a first-year guy getting banged around, but he's really done a good job. He's really grown up. He's a great leader, totally invested.
You talked a lot in the offseason about keeping Mark fresh for late in games, late in the season. I would think that plan has worked out okay?
Yeah, we lucked out today. But, I mean, if it took another 15 carries in the second half, that's what we've done. I mean, that plan's out the window right now. We're, all of us, it's 4 weeks right now, less than 4 weeks actually.
Do you see him at a better spot than he's been, though, in past years?
Yeah, oh yeah, no question about that. And just like I talked about Louis, Mark's that same kind of guy. I mean, he's just so invested, so reliable, dependable. And if we're going to have a good year, our best guys got to play their best. And certainly Mark's a big part of that.
What about stopping Justin Jackson? He was a pretty good. You seemed to really rally to the ball and gang tackle, do the things he needed to do.
I'm guessing he still had a lot of yards. He's a good football player, and boy, they always seem to come up with good guys back there, and he's a really good player.
Jordan Canzeri, is he possible for next week?
We'll probably know more by Tuesday when we meet. Hopefully he will be. There's no sense even dressing today. He and George Kittle both, we just kept them out, and I'm hoping we get him back Tuesday, but we'll just it's day by day.
Parker get dinged up a little bit today as well?
He did. Yeah, he got banged on that one play, so hopefully we'll get him back too.
That was a big return.
Yeah, just, things like that to spark you really give you a good deal, and didn't start out so great. I don't know if he does that on purpose to suck him in a little bit, but it's twice I think he's done that, right? But at least he finds the thing, and I was glad he didn't step out of bounds down there, and then really did something with it. And the guys up front are working hard on the blocking as well.
Is Connor Moore now your punter after?
We'll just play that. Right now it's really close between both. We'll play it week by week.
Okay.